That is a hilarious spawn. So my arcade is right there. Right there, right? Damn, I'm in a private lobby. And the mission is right here. God, my voice has gotten a lot deeper and a lot more raspy today, mostly because the HSW time trial pissed me off and has made me lose some of my voice and made it a lot harder to talk. From earlier, that was quite a while back actually, and then I just quit it. Yeah, I used two vehicles. Bitch, I used two vehicles and then couldn't be bothered and then just continued on with the missions this week. Can you please collect the fucking pass? But yeah, then I got back to the super yacht missions. I bought a super yacht on this account this week. I actually need to change my outfit. Yeah, we'll do Vinewood Undead. Wait, why hasn't one of my outfits saved? Or at least I don't think it did. If it hasn't, have they literally blacklisted every single hat? Either way, yeah, then I got back to the super yacht missions. However, my voice is just a lot, my throat is just, that sounds so goddamn wrong. What I'm about to say sounds so goddamn wrong. My vocal cords are a lot more relaxed now, because, well, I'm just very bored, tired. Well, I'm not really that tired, my sleep's somewhat fixed. I'm going to sleep at a not so reasonable time for my age. I'm going to sleep at like 9 o'clock at night. For my age, I should be going to sleep at about 10, 11. Don't really care. Either way, I'm going to sleep very early and waking up very early. I'm going to sleep at 9, waking up at 5. Not at all normal for my age, but you know. It's a sleep pattern for an insomniac like me, who has a really f***ed up sleep pattern. And very rarely gets it back in order. However, yeah, I'm somewhat bored. No, I mean, I'm somewhat tired, and I'm mostly bored because I've been playing this game non-stop lately. Haven't really been doing much else because I've been grinding. I have 3.1 million on this, and I actually need to keep a set amount of money. If I spend money on businesses and it comes out of my wallet, I'm screwed, because I need to make 5.1 million to make my money back on the yacht, because I don't know how much money I'd have. So to be exact, I need like another 200 or 2 million, which I could deposit my money now, but I'd probably forget that amount. However, I can remember an amount that I've said like 7,000 times in my head. Just like pi, I can remember a ridiculous amount of pi with no actual need of knowing it and no actual purpose in life, but it's still, you know, is somewhat good to know. It will never serve me any purpose in my life to know pi, but you know, it's still not at all cool to know. Actually, if I were to say it, a lot of people will probably bully me in public if people knew my face, and people probably would bully me in public if I said that to someone in public. I don't care. Either way, yeah, I'm incredibly bored, and just doing a few preps for this so I can do it later, or another time this week, considering still have diamonds, considering the GTA Plus month is ending in 10 days. I'd like to get it done. Well, actually, it says 10 days. It's actually ending in 11 days, considering... Wait. No, never mind. Yeah, it is ending in 10 days. Because in 10 days it is the 8th, and the update is coming out on the 9th. They literally just revealed it. So, I mean, people might have thought that the DLC might have gotten delayed. I doubt they did. I'm mostly saying I had a slight doubt in my mind. It was very, like, little chance, but I had a mild suspicion that they might delay it due to the fact that they kept changing the website and kept changing things that were mentioning it was releasing on the 9th. Either way, it's been proven now, because, you know, Rockstar rejects and don't actually know how to keep things secret. Doesn't really matter, it was a secret due to their own stupidity. However, wouldn't really matter, considering you already knew, and yeah, however, I would like to get the diamonds done at least a few more times, considering, you know, The update's going to cost a lot, and I want roughly 90 million. Now that I've made 80 million, I want to make roughly 90 million for the DLC. I know that's an absurd amount, but considering the mansions could cost anywhere from about 10 to 20 million, I want a lot of money. I think my pitch is starting to higher, or maybe it's just going higher with certain words. Jesus Christ, I did not talk enough then. My lungs were starting to... It was getting hard to breathe, and it was starting to hurt my lungs, so yeah. I talk too much and never give my jaw a rest. Jesus. Can I stop saying things that just make me sound like I like giving blowjobs? Honestly, I hate the internet. I really do hate the internet. It has ruined... No, actually, not the internet. My generation has ruined every single term of any single fucking word that exists. Anyway, if you were actually wondering what my real voice is, this is my real voice. I just don't usually talk in it because people used to say that I mumbled. People used to say that I mumbled, so my voice got naturally higher, so then people started saying that I was yelling, and I can't physically naturally do this voice unless I'm incredibly tired. My throat is... God damn it. My vocal cords are relaxed, or anything like that. I'm not saying my throat has done that, because that is just going to make me sound like the biggest fucking male whore on earth. The biggest gay male whore on earth. Anyway... I'm not sure if I can say whore on YouTube now due to the stupid systems that they're bringing in place. I also can't shoot non-combatants, so they were technically combatants. They had red cones around them. Or maybe it's just for realistic-looking people. I don't know. Basically, I can't play Red Dead on this channel ever again. Because because it's going to get age-restricted, which is why in GTA 6, I'm not doing a playthrough on that. Simple, I want my videos to stay up. I doubt any... Oh, for f***'s sake, of course it's... No. What was I saying? That's it. I'm not doing a playthrough. I mean, 90% of those videos are probably going to get taken down anyway, or age-restricted, just for the sake of, you know... It has killing non-combatants and realistic people that you're killing, senseless violence in a game that's called Grand Theft Auto. Even though 90% of games now have somewhat realistic-looking characters, and they also have... mass genocide. By the way, not sure about this character. Let me have a look. Crimes. Cops killed. 300? 311. Noose killed. 121. Wow, I've got 218 times wanted on a character that I've only played... A character that I've only played... Where's my time played? That I've only played... Jesus. I've played over 3 months on this character. No, that's... No, I refuse to believe that. Yes, I've made over 100 million, but I don't play on this character that often. That's just overall. I have 3 months total played, and I'm level 600. Yeah, woohoo. However, yeah. So GTA 6 is going to be the worst game for content creation, because we're just gonna have to blow YouTube and, say, yes, daddy YouTube, I understand we can't do anything bad, even though it's a fucking video game. Literally, you can get onto... Well, I was a player just then. You can get onto, things like... I don't know many websites that are, you know, age-restricted in the UK, but you can get into things like, I think, Reddit, if you can find an image of someone turning their face side to side, or a realistic character turning their head side to side. You can also get into adult websites through just using a character from Dead Space 2, I think it is. I'm not entirely sure of the game, I can't remember, I think it's Dead Space 2. Either way, literally, you can get into so many different things by just using in-game characters. I've never gotten into Reddit because it's a piss take and you need to turn your face side to side, and I don't know how old I look, to be fair. I have cheeks like a 5-year-old, but I have facial hair, but it's not a full-on beard, and, you know, I'm not sure whether that would class me as old enough. Again, the 5-year-old cheeks really doesn't help. the fact that I have puffy ass cheeks. Do you mind not hitting my car, you twat bags? Anyway, yeah, I mean, you know, Assassin's Creed Shadows, that's classed as fucking realistic characters. At least in that game, you can't kill non-combatants, you have to kill people who are either trying to fight you. Are enemies classed as non-combatants if they're not attacking you? Because I feel like non-combatants means someone that would attack you if they could, or if they found out about you, because if that means literally anyone that's not attacking you, that sucks dick. That sucks horse dick. If you want to know what I mean, search up horse dick and you'll see what I mean by why I say that. This video has already gotten, if I made money off of videos, this video would have already lost all of its monetary value by the amount of times I've said dick. I think I've said dick. I've also said blowjob a few times due to the fact that Gen Z has ruined every single word. And yes, I'm from the UK, so I pronounce it Z, not Z. Oh yeah, I also said whore a few times. Oh well, don't really care. That's why we even got into the conversation of the stupid f***ing systems. However, in GTA 6, I will be recording that. I'll probably get a ton of videos age restricted. I don't care. I'm gonna plow down a bunch of people in the middle of nowhere for absolutely no reason. Just for the... you missed me, bitch. Just for the sake of it. On a video. If that gets age restricted, fine, I don't care. The issue is, right, people have said to me, it's an 18+ game. Can you please stop goddamn banging? You bang every single fucking day. I'm just talking to my neighbor. They bang every single day and it's getting really fucking tiring. Like, I like my new neighbors. They're not dickheads like my old neighbors, but I am just getting so sick and tired of the banging from my neighbor. All it is just constant banging on the floor. Now, I do make some bangs every now and then, adjusting how I'm sitting. Either way, my brain shut off for a minute then, but that's just ridiculous. Anyway, back to the point. People have said it's an 18. Why the fuck is everyone inviting me to GTA recently? I get they want to make money, and I get I'm a high-ish level on my main account, but I'm also trying to make money. Like, I've had 3 people, like, want to come in contact with me recently, whether it's through parties or just inviting me to games. I've had a guy named Sam. I think you can say people's names as long as you don't say their last name. I've had a guy named Sam. That guy's name is Top, and what's the other guy's name? Oh, I deleted the invites. Either way, a bunch of people keep inviting me. It's like I'm busy. Either way. I said either way a lot. Anyway. They said it's an 18+ game. I've seen a 5-year-old play this, and that's not even joking. When like, a while back, around when I started playing this game, I was friends with a 5-year-old. Don't know what happened to... Well, actually, I think I know what happened to him. If what has happened to him, I think has happened to him, rest in peace, my brother. However... anyway. Yeah, I've seen not only... What did I just start? I've seen not only 5-year-olds play this game. I'm not doing this bullshit. I've seen a 5-year-old play this game. I've also seen a lot of children play this game. Children play this game. They even made it safer for children to the point where you can't say certain words in this chat through texting. They've also made it so that they removed they've also made it so that they removed the actual, like, chat in the PC version of the game. They claim it's to stop mod menus, I call BS on that. Also, they've also just made it a lot safer. Like they've made voice chat moderation. They've also made voice. They've also made voice chat an option. However, like, you know, it's made to appeal to children. Also, who cares if it's a like? It doesn't matter. There are channels who right. Gaming is for entertainment purposes. If you don't want your child playing an 18 game, you don't. The age, PEGI 18 is a suggestion. It's telling you what age is recommended, or the minimum age that is recommended, and the minimum age people can legally sell you the game. Technically, they can legally sell you it whenever, but for the sake of their jobs, they want to keep their jobs, so they're going to only sell it to you when you're 18 or above. They can sell it to you at any age, they're just more likely to get fired if they do, because, well, they're not supposed to be selling to children. It's not actually going to do any legal issues, but, you know, still. Please shut the f*** up, Lester, you're talking over me and it's rude. It's really hard to focus as well.
How's it going?
However, that's like the 15,000th time I've said however.
Things going okay?
No, never mind, I'm thinking of either way. Either way.
Hello.
By the way, sorry for the thingy. When I do talk in my normal voice, it also makes my throat a little bit more phlegmy. However, it's just a recommended age. It's not an actual legal age, it's just a recommended age. Not just that, also, I've seen people, like, for instance, Koryax Kenshin. He plays games and says the word freaking. Now, yes, he is religious, I believe he's Christian. But that's not the point. He says the words freaking to appeal to a younger audience, so that the younger audience can watch his videos without having, like, you know, he can get monetization and not get age restricted when making the videos and get more chance of monetization. And he also appeals to younger audiences for the sake of monetization purposes. This character dances 10 times better than my male character. She doesn't dance like a... I'm not sure what I can say on YouTube without getting age restricted when saying not looking like a... basically not looking like a person who likes their own gender. Actually, I guess I could say looking like a homosexual. I don't really care. Anyway, you look like a fucking bitch. However, this little bitch. I guess it's not him, it's just it's just his twin. It's not him either, he's black, and the guy's white, the guy that I'm looking for is white. But yeah. He says words like freaking just so he can get monetization on his videos, and so he can appeal to a younger audience for the sake of, you know, those kind of... You generally get more money if you do appeal to a younger audience. His channel is also... just a young age appealing thing, holy crap. But his channel is aimed at younger audiences while also playing games that do, you know, have violence, swearing, and stuff like that. He also censors out swear words. Now, Professional, or The Professional, he appeals to a 13-plus audience is all I'm gonna... Like, I'm gonna say a 13-plus because he does sometimes swear when he's really pissed off. Me, I'm a... For the sake of YouTube system, or for the sake of US systems, I'm going to say a 16+. But for the UK, it's more of a 15+, my audience. It's not a, you know, adults only, so I'm not going to put my channel video things to a, like, age audience thingy at that age. Oh, you can, oh, sometimes that. Either way, yeah, I'm not going to change the way I act and, like, put a suggested age on my videos from kids or adults, because I don't care. Also, I'm pretty sure that does lower your monetization if you make it. Plus, if you don't want your kids watching me, don't let them, it's simple, but apparently the UK can't actually abide by that. Keir Starmer thinks that parents are shit to their jobs. And to be fair, he's making parents worse at their jobs by you know, doing parents' jobs for themselves. I don't even know if he does have kids. If he does, they probably hate him. They probably hate his guts and want him dead. However, by the way, I'm saying his kids probably do, not me. If they don't, you have some pretty strong family to not want your ass dead and in a hole, mate. You are despised by the entirety of the UK. By the way, for the sake of legal reasons, I'm not saying I want him dead. And also for the sake of legal reasons, I'm saying that they probably, not they do. Anyway, I said way a lot in this video. If you would search up the amount of times I said way, if there was like a way to calculate, if there was a way to figure that out, you'd probably see it's over 100 times. This has been a blabberfest. I'm gonna just say rant, because it turned into a rant. I cannot shut my goddamn mouth. See, this is the issue with having ADHD. You can't shut your fucking mouth. I will kill your entire family, you bitch. What was the last mission that I actually did? I can't remember. I genuinely can't. I think it was something to do with, what did it have to do with? Oh yeah, I did level 2 security passes. But yeah, basically, it's a recommendation. People all around the world play these games, and it's a lot of people. Like they appeal. Gaming is entertainment, no matter what age. If you don't want your kids watching swearing, find a channel that bleeps it out, but still has the fundamentals. Like in Corey Kenshin videos, I think he did a playthrough, I might be wrong on that. Some people have edited out the swearing. Like, for instance, they do a playthrough, but they censor it heavily. Like, they cut out the Ashley sex scene, they cut out, or they censor Johnny bashing into, or they cut out Trevor bashing into Johnny's head with his foot and a beer bottle. You know, like, they censor that or cut it out for obvious reasons. You know, they are meant to appeal to a young audience. When I see a game, I see entertainment. It's not the fact of this and that. If you don't want your kid watching severe violence, don't let them watch this game or so and so. It's like, it's not up to YouTube to censor what people watch and stuff like that. It's up to the parents, but you know, they're just following more and more to what the UK is doing, where they're taking the responsibility of the parents and instead just doing it. Now, yes, YouTube is a all-around, every age platform. I digress with what's going on recently with the amount of easily accessed pornographic content and easily accessed other like animal abuse and stuff like that. Also, I'm not sure what his name is. I think his name is Out of Context or something. The video popped up, and he does, like, he usually talks about stuff to do on YouTube. He also talks about, no, that's it, his name's Dark Humor. He talks about stuff that YouTube cannot do, like, stuff that YouTube does. I think he also makes jokes every now and then. Like, he incorporates jokes into stuff that things. He couldn't even make a joke, because there was literal, I can't say the word on YouTube, so I'm going to use the term CP. It's content that involves how to make babies involving children, or content that is along that sort of line that involves children. That's how bad YouTube is, and they say it's a safe platform for children. When that stuff slips through the cracks, really? Now, obviously he didn't mention or show any of the stuff in the video. Thank Christ almighty he didn't. But it's like, this is what happens when you make videos or even just watch certain things that are so fucked up on YouTube, because they pop up in your feed or it's just like something dark in your thing that you watch as like it's just like a funny but sort of dark video, this stuff will start to pop up. That's how disturbing it is. This isn't my arcade, but YouTube seriously needs to get a grip, and they need to understand if you're going to have this sort of stuff, you cannot age restrict videos for having mild violence against realistic looking characters. They are clearly not real fucking characters. Games or real life doesn't have a minimap in the bottom with health and it degrading every fucking picosecond you get shot, with money in the top right, a fucking overhead display or heads up display. You can't tell me that this is a platform for children when they have content like that on the platform. Now, as I said, I can't say it for the sake of this video staying up, and possibly my channel staying up. This video will at the very least get taken down. They can't take my channel down for mentioning that. They can give me a strike on my channel, but unless I've actually mentioned the word, I cannot get my channel taken down, or at least I don't think I can. If I can, I'm fucking done and I'm pursuing my dreams in acting now, because 90% of my fucking 90% of my teenhood has been on making this fucking channel. It's been up for nearly 6 years now, and I still haven't made any fucking any actual thing in it. That's why I'm going to start acting soon, or trying to start acting soon, considering there's no fucking point in this. This is just a place where I can rant. Let's admit, I'm not making any fucking money off this crap. However, yeah, it spawned close again. However, still, right, like, please don't blow yourself up. However, like, stuff like that slips through the cracks, but we can't have killing somewhat realistic looking characters because of a fucking HUD. Even though it has a fucking HUD, a mini-map, health bars, and everything, while you can edit that in, it is very unlikely you will get everything perfect, right? Like, the game has a set amount of money that you get each fucking time. And yes, you can make AI content, but still, that's not real content. Like, I saw a clip. I'm not going to mention what it was, because it was fake, and obviously I don't think I can actually mention it on YouTube. It has recently been taken down, but it was like some fucking, just some weird that shouldn't have been on YouTube. But no, that's perfectly fine on YouTube. All I'll say is it was realistic violence. And obviously it wasn't real, it was from a movie, but still, it's like, you allow that on your thing that looks realistic, but you don't allow game that has not real character. Like, it's a movie, so it's actually real people, just it's not happening. AI, it's not even real people. I get movies and like that, but if it's like, I'm really ranting now, if you can't tell, I'm really laying the f out. I am in perfect fine too, considering it's only 7 fucking PM, and the time when you have, like, the morally right time to quieten down is 9, 10 o'clock. The legal time is 11 o'clock, so I can be fucking ranting till 11 o'clock. I'm not going to. I'm dead. No, I'm not. However, it's like, if you can have this, why can't we have games? It's a fucking game. Like, sexual content in games, I get it, it is still, in a sense, pornographic content. It's still in a game, though. It's a fucking game. Don't be such a pussy, is, like, all I have to say. Don't be a fucking pussy. However, I can understand that, like, I can see where they're coming from when they want that censored, because yes, it is more pornographic content. Also, in GTA 6, we've already seen topless women. Just make the fucking showers topless. It would make more sense. I'm gonna make a video on things I want in GTA 6. That's just gonna be one thing that makes sense. We've seen it's a woman topless on the beach. Just make it so at least our characters... I don't care if the man's got his dick out in the shower. It's more realistic. And it's more comfortable looking. I've showered in boxers or in shorts. It's uncomfortable as... Like, if you don't want men's dicks swinging in the air and women's hoo-ha's out, fine. But I refuse to believe any woman showers in a fucking bra. Let alone a bikini top. Like, I'm only saying this for realism. People would say, oh, you're just saying it because you want something to jerk to. No. Honestly, I could care less. It's just for the sake of, it would make more sense and it looks a lot more fucking comfortable. Like, this game already makes little sense as is. At least make that one piece of fucking sense. This goddamn helicopter missile. Shit. My helicopter's just been... Anyway, yeah. But it's like, I can understand more pornographic content on... or in video games. Even though Cyberpunk has plenty of videos and they're not age restricted. But yeah, let me actually claim all destroyed vehicles and call it my vehicle. However, like, I can understand stuff like that, right? Somehow I lost the cops. But I can't understand violence in games. That's the key point. It's a game, and the sake of a game is it being fun, A, being entertaining, B, and C, not being fucking restricted. It's like the UK already has enough censorship laws, and this game is going to have fucking age verification at some point, where you're gonna have to submit your fucking ID or credit card. Do Rockstar or do the UK not understand how many data breaches this fucking game has had? Like, they're putting the oh, never mind. Actually, they don't give a. They put their citizens at risk so goddamn much. I think it was over 100,000 people had got their data leaked. By the way, this included people who helped in the Afghanistan war. So this literally helped. I'm not sure what country Afghanistan is, so this might be incorrect. But you are literally giving out Arabic or Arabs and possibly Muslims information who are now wanted dead by other terrorist groups. Now, ethnicity and religion doesn't really have a key part. When I was thinking of what I was going to say, it did. But then when I actually thought of what I actually meant to say, it didn't. I didn't really know what I was going to say when I said the ethnicity and religion. It's just, what came out. However, yeah. It's like, the government doesn't really give a fuck about their citizens thing, so never mind. Ignore what I said about censorship. You're adding enough censorship as is, right? Like, we don't need games being heavily censored. It's a game, it's meant to be fun, entertaining, and uncensored. But for some reason it still needs to be censored. Now, I believe one of the main reasons why the female character's nipples are purple in this game, if you glitch it, is for the sake of, for two reasons. One, they just felt like making them purple. Because, they didn't think anyone was going to see it. And also for the sake of actual censorship, it might have been that. Although I doubt it, considering no one is really meant to see it. Either way, games shouldn't have censorship. They should have an option where you can turn on and off nudity for the sake of your own thing, but they shouldn't have, like, censorship from online. Now, I can understand age-restricted content for pornographic in-game content, just for the sake of it. Yeah, you shouldn't let your kids watch that kind of stuff. And games do have a general age, limit on them. Like, say, playing GTA, if you put an age limit on your kids' YouTube, they won't let you watch GTA content, for obvious reasons, and the new monetization thing that they're bringing in, where if you watch a set amount of childlike content, it will imagine you're a child, even though it could just be your son or your daughter watching Cocomelon. Literally, I was gonna click on a video of Cocomelon to show my parents what the hell Cocomelon was, since it wasn't around when I was a kid, or at least I don't think it was. But I showed a thumbnail. If I did watch it, or if they do know what it is, I don't know, I can't remember. But either way, I had to show the front image because I was terrified of clicking on the actual video and getting my channel or getting my fucking, like, personal account. I literally watched food content on my YouTube account, on my uploading account. I watched like a bunch of gaming content on my personal account and a bunch of reaction content as well. My vehicle's has it not been upgraded at all? But, like, my main point is I can understand why you'd want to censor sex in games and make that age restricted. And I can also see why they have, like, the toggle on and off feature. But it's like, you shouldn't be censoring violence in games, as it's a fucking game. I need to stop coming to this goddamn area. But the point of a game is, fun. Yes, key point of the game, fun. But yeah, this is gonna be a long video. No one's gonna watch more than 3 minutes, and if they do, bravo, you made it this far in the video. But yeah, this is mostly just a rant about governments, stupid YouTube systems, and something else. Can't remember. This was actually originally going to be a video just because it was like right next to my arcade. You know. But it turned into a full-blown rant, because I just need to let loose every now and then. Anyway, I literally have a call, so catch you all next time. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace!